Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man just likes to drop Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg, and we need to talk about it starting with episode 1. We're going to be talking spoilers, so this is going to be your spoiler warning. So first of all, the episode starts off showing Queens, but it has the Avengers Tower in the background. We have Peter waking up with the Amazing Fantasy on his face, which is a reference to his first appearance in Amazing Fantasy. When Aunt May is driving Peter to school, she has an Iron Man figure, relating to Avengers being in this universe. Doctor Strange fights a symbiote at Midtown High, where Doctor Strange is wearing his classic comic book look, and the symbiote is a symbiote, not Venom, because it's definitely a change from the comics. I'm curious to see who's actually going to be that host for that character. We have Peter Parker meeting Nico Minoru, who in the comics is actually from LA. She's one of the runaways, who are a bunch of teens who run away from their parents, who are part of the Pride, a bunch of villains who work together in this organization. When Peter Parker is saving Harry Osborn, during that live stream, we see a name pop up called Screwball, who's promoting her own channel, who in the comics is the world's first live blogging villain, where if you played the Spider-Man PS4 game, you played missions where you had to go and do her live streams in order to take her down. During this episode, also, Peter Parker has a crush on Pearl Pagan, who Pearl is actually a character from the comics named Wave, who has water manipulation powers. Pearl gets together with Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone, who is this big Spider-Man villain from Marvel Comics. Nico mentions that she thought Peter would ask out Pearl first, which is a reference to the comics where Nico isn't straight, and she actually dates one of her Runaways teammates named Carolina. We also see in this episode Peter Parker stopping a car from hitting a bus, which is a reference to Civil War, which is what catches Tony's eye to Spider-Man. And then when Peter's walking back to his apartment after getting home, it's the same way it happens in Civil War when Tony Stark is inside his apartment talking to Aunt May. This time it's Norman Osborn. So this episode had some cool references and Easter eggs, and I think it's really cool how they're connecting it to the comics, changing up some characters, and also tying it to the MCU in a different universe. So pretty cool. Let me know, what other Easter eggs and references did you notice during episode 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?